Hello everybody, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, noon, night, weather in the world. And as per usual with these particular streams, I'm joined by the roommate Ronan.
Hello.
And we're going to continue where we last left off with Trials and Tribulation, Episode 5, Bridge to the Turnabout.
We're back with the nonsense.
We're back with the nonsense.
Yeah.
We both went, what? Alrighty. February 9, 11:15 a.m. District Court, Defendant, Lobby Number 1.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not really sure what to say.
Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene.
Alright, I'll help you in any way I can.
First, about that night. You really didn't go to the inner temple, correct?
No, that's you.
The last witness claims to have met and talked to you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying.
Mr. Edgeworth, it is just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my room, in Hazakura Temple.
Very well. The second thing then. That night the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder.
Murder. Murder.
Sometime between 10:30 and 11 that night. Technically it should be 10:30, but whatever! Ugh, doing this accent and then reading different things like that, I'm like, that's not how they would say it, but fuck! You were the one who used the snowmobile. Were you the one who used the snowmobile?
There's only one key to for the snowmobile.
That's not yes or no.
The only person who could have used it was me.
So yes. So it was you. But why? And why not just say yes? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge?
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
You expect me to represent you and trust you when you can't even tell me the truth? Ugh. Iris.
I can't tell you about that yet.
Yet?
Not until her safety is confirmed.
Her.
The safety of the Acolyte.
The Acolyte, huh? She must be talking about Maya. So how am I supposed to believe anything you tell me? Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you... Oh yeah, forgot about her. The whole reason we're here. Did you kill Elise Dunim?
No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life.
As I thought. No Cyclops.
I keep forgetting he keeps saying Psycholux instead of Cyclops.
No Psycholux. Very well. It is my job to get the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. Soon enough!
Alright. Back to the courtroom with the Canadian judge.
Alright. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness?
During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery.
What have you done? Suspicious behavior.
He was sketching something very intensely.
Hey, don't go judging an artist like that. Sometimes I'm 2 inches away from the paper because I'm in focus mode. Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained?
He drew a terrifying woman, armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip.
I can only presume that. Oh.
Anyway, it's time to write the pathetic excuse of an artist before the court.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Loris Donim, I hope you're ready. Get in here. I might have to lower the game audio.
Our game audio tends to be quite loud often. As I've watched back through, I've been like,
Oops. I may have clicked by accident because
I genuinely forgot that he called himself something else now. I was like, who are they talking about? Oh, fuck, right, Larry.
Larry!
I don't know if this is his new name, I accept it.
Your sketch is in contempt of this court.
I'm allowed to not like you, you bitch!
Ouch! You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct?
Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint.
Bullshit!
Well, to use the technical term for the color viridian. Oh, you're one of those art snobs. Whee!
Or he's trying to sound like an art snob. He's very much not. I'd be surprised if he was.
Larry, this isn't an art store, now is it? I know! I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art's all about working in the fields, isn't it? It can be? Working in the fields? I presume he wants to say field work. I hope. That's it. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, Larry.
It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence. I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model.
He's about to whip his ass.
You can't blame me! You look fucking nuts! So see, I've got nothing. Where is what? So see. Okay. I've got nothing to do with this trial at all. I expect all your faces to be red when you realize this big mistake. Bright red. Or, to use the technical term, Crimson Lake.
Could've just sent Crimson, you dumbass.
Why me?
Stop your blabbering. Your pathetic blabbing and testify like a man.
Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is a bad cross... is as bad as cross-checking. Witness! That was all your fault. Testify now!
I love the Canadian judge.
This is too much for me, Scoob.
Gosh, Scoob!
Gosh? Why'd you get... How'd you get Shaggy mixed up with Goofy?
What I saw.
I was at the lodge out in the mountains looking up at the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. You say as you reach out to your childhood friend. Aren't I edgy? Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony. I'm just a nobody. Nothing but a small, worthless man. Get over your victim complex, bro. Ugh. And why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation or anything else? Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex.
I love Canadian judge. He's no nonsense.
He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents, have you not? He will not move.
He's like, oh.
Apparently my dog responds to Edgeworth voice. Do you only respond to English accents? The fuck is that? He's not moving! I poked his face like this, and he just gave up on life. Look! That's my index finger!
I see. Hi, buddy. He's like, oh.
You don't exist! Apparently, an English accent is all it takes for my dog to realize I'm in shit. He's not looking at her. Normally when she says his name, he jumps and looks to her like, oh, praise. But no, right now, he's still face down.
He's like, oh.
Dad's using a voice I've never heard when directed at me.
Annex? You broke his brain!
Note to self, if the dog will not stop barking, accent.
Give an accent. He'll just break his brain. Jesus
He
Christ.
didn't know what to do.
No.
I just have to say a random sentence in a way that he's not used to.
Oh my god. What a
I think he's finally realized for himself.
Hmm?
I read
Oh.
Edgeworth's text.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Just how much of a nuisance he's been to other people. Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything, every case. Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you eternally happy. Okay.
Brother.
Well then, let us proceed with the cross-examination with no touching, thank you. We can delve into other details at a later time.
Yup. What I saw.
Did you survive, pup? Did you survive?
Oh, buddy.
Larry Butts. I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble. I'm sorry. But having realized just how much of a nuisance you've been, that could be considered a step in the right direction. Edge, are you trying to console me? It certainly does sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create. You're totally pinning this on me. Now then, this is everyone that online right now. I did bad things in the past. That means that whatever I've done recently doesn't exist.
Right.
Because I've admitted that I used to be shitty. So, no, it means you have to be different now. Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. That picture of him looks so strange to me.
The front-facing picture?
Yes.
Yeah.
His eyes.
He looks dead.
He looks like a puppy, but you know the ones whose eyes are like slightly wayward?
Hmm.
Like they're slightly too close to the center.
Yeah, yeah.
It reminds me of a Pomeranian's face. Thus he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts. That's right, me in the flesh. Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, You will continue to cause these incidents. Get him, Judge.
Get him!
That reality will not change. But I thought if I changed my name, I could just forget that I was a shitty person. Even though I'm still, like, going full incel over this girl. Oh, you survived. You survived.
Hey, Nix.
Hi.
Dice la gallina Leo. C'è la gallina Leo.
You can't see me.
I'm hiding my face.
What do you want me to do then? Change. Larry, what you need to change is your inner self. But for now, what you saw that night, testifying truthfully about this one issue is all I need from you. Edgy, I think I've finally woken up, just like I've said multiple times through this fucking game series. And this time we're supposed to believe you.
Oh shit, but okay.
Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well. It's fine, just tell us the fucking truth. I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder?
What I saw.
Part
2. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, next week the Miles Edgeworth game is coming up.
Nice.
Yep, I already pre-ordered it a while ago, so we'll be able to play that after this game instead of Apollo Justice, and Apollo Justice after that.
This is never gonna end.
I know. There's a lot of games.
I went to the shack around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. I was lying... That picture. I was lying on my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. We've got what looks like 2 oranges, a bag of potato chips.
Bag of crisps.
Well, crisps or potato chips are fine, as long as you don't say fries. So, his hat. Yeah.
And 2 cans of soda.
Fairly boring, but makes
And
sense.
from the looks of it, some sort of comic or manga.
Living the life.
Living the broke artist life.
It's just... That, yeah, hi. I didn't say that.
Oh.
There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick.
Oh, yeah, good boy.
You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you?
So, what happened to the bridge after it caught fire?
It was like me after... Oh. It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. It totally burnt out, like almost totally gone.
Bruh.
I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall.
What did you say?
Oh, don't worry. It's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold.
Somehow. He could have had major bone damage. Nope, he just caught a cold because of the...
Because game logic.
I never know with that man if he should be called lucky or unlucky. Both.
Yeah. Oh, you're Canadian, alright. Yeah. That's how you get into a Canadian accent. Yeah. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination.
Alright.
Fuck gluten!
Still fucking up with you there.
I'm allergic to my own sweat, bruh. Imagine when it gets muggy. My skin suddenly feels like there's people taking thumbtacks and just going beep, 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 beep. It stings! My own fucking sweat stings!
Yeah.
It sucks. You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that? You say lunchtime, but apparently 5 people in my family have a different idea of when lunchtime is. When's dinner for your family?
5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Lunch would be around like noon.
Hmm.
Breakfast would be typically like 7, 8. Depending on what time you fucking wake up, I guess.
Yeah.
Why?
Everyone in my family has a different idea of when dinner/supper is.
Okay.
They confuse lunch and dinner. I'm like, what time will you be around? Oh, around lunch. I'm like, so anywhere between noon and 5. Good to know.
5?
This.
For lunch?
Like I say, they confuse the two.
Like 12, 1 o'clock, lunchtime, sure.
If they say dinner, it's like between 5 and 10 p.m. Okay. Depending on when you eat before bed. It's like, are you going to bed at 10 tonight or 12?
Woof.
That's why I'm like, no, I need a specific time to know when you'll be here. Otherwise, I'll be naked.
This is why I usually around X amount of time-ish. A lot easier.
Yes. Approximately 3 o'clock. Perfect. Perfect.
It's like when I say like I would go pick you up like at Kelly's or whatever and be like, oh, I should be there around like 5-ish. So could be a little bit before 5, could be a little bit after 5. Either way, depends on traffic.
The lightning fell and the bridge caught fire. Maybe 5 minutes? Hello. Hello, I mean, suddenly thought, I'll go check this out.
Good.
I'm mentally excited, physically tired.
Fair enough. How far is this small shack you've trying to do the German accent and like wording is like, what the fuck?
Is it even German anymore?
It's a fucking mishmash. It's Germanish.
Germanish?
How far is this small shack from where you... where it... How far is this small shack you were in? Okay, we're
Not
in.
where. Were.
We're in from the bridge. How far is this small shack you were in from the bridge? Dun.
Hold on. Well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about 5-minute walk. And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there? Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping trips can compare. Well, should I press him for a little more info?
Why didn't you call anyone?
Larry, let me ask you one thing. What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious face? This is my normal face, you insolent fuck. Why didn't you call anyone? Huh? What do you mean? You witnessed a fire taking place. You saw Phoenix Wright plunge into a river. And you don't think to call? Normally when faced with a towering inferno, one would try and tell someone. There is a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct? Well, of course I thought of doing that. So then, let's hear why you didn't. Huh? Yeah, okay. A reason. My reason... It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time to, okay?
Huh? Why you has no time?
Arrived at the bridge and Nick showed up less than a minute later. Oh.
You would have had sufficient time until someone arrived. Too cold. Ah! You claim to have arrived at the bridge at the same time as Wright. Yeah. I thought I'd better tell someone about this. But then Nick came up yelling about a murder. It totally made me forget about the bridge. The fire was pretty much out by
then.
What's this feeling? I suddenly have a terrible case of unease.
Fucking spider senses are tingling.
It was after contacting the police that Mr. Phoenix Wright fell from the bridge, correct?
Yeah, that's pretty much it, more or less. Not more or less. No. He told me about the burning bridge yesterday. But there's still something that doesn't quite fit. It looks like, despite his change of heart, Larry still isn't telling us the whole truth. You can be a better person and still be dumb. Bad choices based on low intelligence are not, I guess, as nefarious.
He's a lovable idiot.
You fucked up, but at least it wasn't malicious this time. Your very existence being a being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not.
Woof!
What the hey, Edgy? You make me sound like some sort of alien. But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. Every word out of your mouth is bullshit. The problem here is time. Hello, my boy. What are you doing?
Up, up, up! Up, up, Nix! Up, up! Good boy!
Hello.
Hello, happy boy. Want to come say hi?
No. No.
I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. I mean, same, but that's something you say up front.
Yep.
3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle.
Oh, God.
How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct? Yeah. Well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less. I have the weather data from that night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge. Meaning you probably got there around 11 p.m. That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act.
Oh, boys.
That is impossible.
What do you mean?
11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There's no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time. You have the fucking report right in front of you of when these events took place, Von Karma. How are you surprised by what I bring up? Excuse me, I have an You don't get one.
Objection.
Do you? Do you really?
Do?
Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Loris, that's the name. I'm Loris Denim.
Je suis Loris Denim. Et tabarnak, toi. T'es pas français, là, arrête-toi.
It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11. In which case, it could have been earlier than that.
Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca Von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery. But there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11. What do you want? What do you want? What do you need from me? Why are you soaking wet?
You soaking wet?
Do not lick your paws when you're bored. You go after your ball.
Which is like right near your butt.
Chew on your toys. Do not lick your legs until they're sore. That is how you get cranial
And why not?
It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means what exactly? Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive on scene until the flames had died down. After the flames had died. Good God! The change in imagery for some reason just altered that for me. My brain was just like, nope. Larry, or Laurice. I'm guessing it's not legal yet, so I may have to use this name for legal reasons in court. You arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m. But Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. I suggest you stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth now. Tell us the truth. Now then. What happened during these missing 15 minutes?
Oh no, I'm fucked.
I feel like I just got brutally woken up by toilet backsplash.
Splashback.
Splashing back. Okay.
Something.
Something happened.
Something.
Order out!
So there was a missing 15 minutes prior to me. Oh my god. So there was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I keep saying Mr. Phoenix Wright because
Phoenix
she's been saying Mr. Phoenix Wright the entirety of the second game that I'm used to saying it that way. I hardly see that as much as a problem.
Because you're on that side of the courtroom. If you were on this side, you would see it as a problem, you bitch! Yeah, not much much of a problem at all. Really. The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there is a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident? Yes, witness. Why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn? And therein lies the problem. For even after the bridge had burnt out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty.
That's what it sounds like.
But this is Larry we're talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be more of a reason for his inaction. Edgy? I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude. I'm already taken, sorry. I'm just waiting for Wright to get out of the hospital. Just as I thought. You've been playing with us this whole time. Listen, I'm gonna tell you everything. Are you sure? You said you told me everything last time, bro. Are you sure you want to hear it all? That's why I'm fucking here! Yes. Under what circumstances would I not want to know?
May I really say shit? Then say it. Then say it.
Goodbye. Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this. About this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. Part 3, if you will. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness? Just
we-
jacking it over the bridge or something? Thinking of your lady? That's the only thing I can think of that would keep him occupied for that fucking long.
Missing 15 minutes.
Are you though?
I'm a denim. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing?
Your face!
Sketching. In front of the bridge, I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe of that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page.
That's fine unless lives are at stake, you stupid!
Before I realized it, the flames had gone out and then he came running up.
Larry, Larry, Larry. You dumb fuck.
I suppose artists can be strange folk. I mean, you're not wrong. I can't even take offense to that. That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch, even if it costs people their life. Including the truth from the sound of it. Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains. And what could that be? This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him. You'll regret... What the fuck? Supervillain all of a sudden. You'll regret this one, Neji!
Ha ha ha! Alright.
$1 billion.
$1 million. Missing 15. Okay. Alright, buddy, what the fuck were you sketching?
Yes. Sketching. The burning bridge. The burning bridge and everything that came with it. You're a fucking moron. What came with it? You want to hear this from my my lips, do you, Edgy? You good?
Yo, we're good. This. Oh fuck! I was like, shut the fuck up. Enough. You just take
You
that.
seem weirdly confused when Larry talks about his lips.
Fucking weirdo. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already with witness.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you...
I don't know what you mean.
That does indeed appear to be the fastest solution.
Like, never mind fucking lips. Just take out the goddamn sketch.
I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant this sketch is revealed, the entire world may be changed by what is depicted there.
Look at the sketch. Isn't it neat? Look at this photograph.
Look at those photographs.
Larry, I wonder if you could please show us if you could show us your sketch, please.
Well, even I could have imagined it'd turn out like this.
Alright.
He sounds like he's going evil mad scientist, so that's what I'm doing.
Imagine what?
Larry's Dunham's debut would take place here, today, like this.
Show it now.
No!
That is not Francisco!
Show it now, donkey!
No, no. Show it now.
Donkey! Show him your fucking sketch!
I don't know why I went to Scottish. God damn.
No.
No. Fuck her.
Okay, but steel yourselves.
Sure.
This is the world of Loris Denim. I. Uh-huh. Well. So this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma?
Yes, well... It's a better drawing than I expected.
You say you use paint, but it looks like you're using crayons, bud. Isn't it? Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I really did. Yes, I'm sure you did. This is going to get ugly.
Why are flames going down? Larry, that's not how fire works. Okay, no one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry.
What?
The burning bridge is fine. But what is that unfortunate looking figure?
Oh, you spotted that? Pretty fucking hard to miss, bro. I thought you might.
However much I might want to ignore it,
I can't. It's Iris, of course. Iris.
Oh yes, she's flying across the bridge over the fire, I see.
Alright.
I wish she'd taken better care of herself. We have to plan for our future, you know? What would have happened to her if she had injured herself flying like that?
did you meet someone from the Fey realm? I mean, technically by name, but that does not apply here. Larry, please, answer this next question honestly.
Like, Phoenix Wright has supernatural shit, which involves a lot of, like, spirit
To be
channeling
fair,
and
does
medium.
involve the Fey.
But...
That was very loud.
Sorry. But... There's no... magic. or flying.
Okay.
Are you really claiming to have seen this?
And yes, I got your joke about Faye.
It's just like... As if
Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over the a bridge that was engulfed in flames?
Yup, that's what I saw.
Fly like a bird.
That's why I drew it. I'm an artist. A real artist.
Oh, you.
The girl surely is a pie in this picture. Yeah. You're not high, are you? Because I don't think... it wasn't legal when this came out.
No.
What was that for?
This is all a bad dream.
I misread that as cream.
It's all a bad cream.
Ew.
Ew.
Exactly.
Ew.
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 That's why I said that's why I pointed out that's a bad thing that I misread that.
Yep. Yep. You're right. I don't know why I said it, but you're right.
You repeat everything that I point out isn't cool. And then you sit there going, "Oh, I get it now." Ew.
Yep.
I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory.
Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway. No court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly.
Actually, there is some precedent for this.
She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge, at least. Ow, my fucking elbow, bruh! It was really something to see. Fuck your wall. Ow! I'm fine.
I hit you in the funny bone there.
Looks like I'm trying to do Orange Justice or some shit. Isn't that what that fucking dance is called?
I have no clue.
I don't know anymore. I only know because someone online made a reference saying something about TikTok dances. Like, okay. This has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth. I've been trying to since grade school. Me? Define friend. This witness is your friend, is he not? Oh, I almost puked.
You good?
Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth.
Yeah.
No accessory, fucking...
Jesus.
Let us get back to the cross-examination. By force, why by force? We can just do it normally. We don't need force, if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth. My mouth did a weird thing. I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here. Gravity.
Gravity!
Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron. Well, what'd you think of my debut piece?
It's great for children's book style art, Larry, which is what you were doing anyways, because you were being taught by a children's book art person.
Artist?
Yes, thank you. My
Book
brain.
art person.
Yep, book art person. Anyways.
Get that thing away from me!
Get it away!
Get it away!
Get it away! Get it away! Get it away! Oh, boys.
Go away, I don't need any of this. Fucking missed call on Messenger. No, I'm busy, motherfucker. Jeez.
Who tried to call you?
I guess either Jesse or someone from a chat. I don't know. Now hurry up and cross-examine him.
Okay. Well, first of all, bud, she doesn't have her fucking hood.
Hood fell off.
Well, her hood was given to Phoenix.
Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care. In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1 that it's the truth. If that is truly the case, then there's one thing that I can say for certain. What might that be? That the person who flew over that bridge could not have been the defendant, Iris. What do you mean? I'm getting the judge mixed up. Fuck! No! No! Just gotta get back to dude, bro. What do you mean? I don't understand. Why?
Whoa!
You fucking hurt me, man. My elbow. Fuck your desk, judge.
A foolhardy fool.
Folly.
Oh, folly, not fool.
Fully.
A foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolishly foolhardy fool.
Why?
I had to go slow for that
Yeah,
one.
you're like, one.
How exactly can you make this claim?
Tell us, Larry, according to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct? Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that the floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris. And Iris... What? And I thought I was, like,
Nope.
misreading again.
Nope, you are reading it correctly, my guy.
Iris is my darling hood.
It seems there is a bigger fool in this world than the one at the defendant's bench.
Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight? What are you talking about? I think you understand what I mean just fine. Why? Why did Nick have Iris's hood? What? Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick?
A lot of things that we still do not understand.
Why you, Nick? You dog! I think you're missing the point.
Oh, he's missing the point.
I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is bullshit. He's destined to disappear, discredited, and discarded straight into the GURP. Don't throw it away! He needs to be able to see where he came from with his art. Why are you...
That's butts.
Why are you laughing at me, bro?
Ha. Oh, he is laughing.
What is it now, witness?
I was joking about going all evil madman on us. Please don't do that. You're not... No, you can't sell it. It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today's the day I get to completely stupefy you.
Is it fucking Harry Potter?
What? What is the meaning of your outburst, witness? I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence. Definitive? You know what that word means?
Evidence.
Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge. And I, Maurice Denim, shall prove it. No longer the dude bro of the old days am I now. I didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony once again. The fuck is going on in this picture?
Right.
That's literally what that is.
Yeah.
Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in this sketch. And show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually reality. Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy. Because I'm gonna feed you a whopping serving of pain. No threats in the courtroom. You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time, trust me.
Proof that Iris flew to
When
the stratosphere.
When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried. I frantically searched all over for her. That led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in the snow. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night. A crystal sphere? This one. Pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers. Not in here, buddy!
Francisca. Smack.
No. That sphere. Where did you find it?
Let me see. Around here somewhere? Looks about right. And it was half buried in the snow. It had pretty much stopped snowing by then. But there was still some falling as I walked to the bridge. The court accepts this crystal sphere. That's mine, okay? I want it back afterward.
It's evidence, bitch.
There's something on it. Oh my, it's blood. Blood.
Blood.
What? Blood?
Oh dear.
There's blood.
It is blood. Crystal sphere added to the court record.
You ready, Edgy? I'm so used to hearing Udgy from... What the fuck was his name? Gant. So whenever he says edgy, my brain goes, oh, time to do Gant. I'm like, no, he's luckily long gone now.
Yep.
By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore. Going into the woods doesn't mean you can get away from people telling you what to do when you're wrong. Or at least when you're harming other people. Didn't you want to be called Larice Dunim only a few minutes ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Proof that Iris flew.
Larry. That night, there was someone. Someone who lost a crystal sphere. There was? Who? Who is this stupid idiot?
You, because it's your marbles. In physical form. Quite large.
Miss Elise Dunim, the mentor to a stupid idiot.
Thank you, Edgeworth. As the victim.
You have the court records. You know she lost... Von Karma. I have a photo of her here. Notice anything? And on the end of her staff you can see a familiar looking crystal sphere. Sorry, I spit on you.
I didn't feel shit. You're good.
Probably went onto the mic. My bad.
There's a reason why I have this.
Take her. Hey! That's my photograph. Give it back.
A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find.
Where the fuck are you gonna get another one?
I have one just like it on my brooch.
They look nothing alike! In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff. Found at the scene of the crime. Ah, the crystal sphere! It's gone!
The many faces of Larry Butts.
Yeah. Just what does this mean? If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris after all. She was not wearing her hood, more importantly. The crystal sphere found at... Found? The crystal sphere found? The crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either.
You almost went German.
I don't know what that was. That means the one who flew. Dropped the sphere. And dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Dunim.
A fool alongside another fool, on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected.
You can't do that. I saw...
So it went too nice! And this crystal sphere.
This is nothing more than a red herring.
You honestly believe that?
Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Dunim was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, the sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all.
Miss Francisca von Karma. The only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns. Why are you pointing at me?
Scatterbrain.
The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder. Yet you expect us to believe this has nothing to do with the case.
The crystal sphere. It was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder.
After the murder?
There is
Blood?
There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent, which is the exact same reason that he drew that ridiculous sketch.
You think he could plan that? What? You mean I'm the killer?
All joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case.
Refusing to believe doesn't mean it's not real. Plenty of people refuse to accept that gravity exists.
How about you test the fucking blood?
She makes a valid point. There is no evidence that Elise Donim left Hazakura Temple that night. Oh god. Is it alive?
It's alive!
My poor phone case is not going to be alive for much longer. It's peeling off my phone. But I literally cannot... I can't afford to... I could afford to get a new one next month, but I have to save up because the freaking Reptile Expo is coming and I have to take care of the pets.
What case do you have on there?
What
What?
the fuck are you called?
An Otterbox?
Spiggin.
Spiggin.
What the fuck is Spiggin?
Okay. Where does it peel? Like,
It is full on, like, it's... My phone is much tinier than it looks.
well, peeling it off like that is normal. That's how you get the phone in.
Yeah, I know that! I'm saying this part here is supposed to be, like, all along it.
Oh, this.
Yes.
Okay, I see it now.
It is cracking and falling
now
apart.
I see.
It is completely falling apart. Saved it. I saved it. I don't know why. No, I meant to say I don't know why I sing when I get nervous, and my brain, everything went over my tongue like 3 times. I was like, I don't know. I don't know why I get nervous and sing.
I don't know either.
Stop! Trying to call me again. Later.
Bet out!
However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to transform into something else entirely. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay. Brain was on autopilot. If it's not related to the case, then this witness, who you called, will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time.
Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth.
Sounds hot. Can I prove it? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place?
Sure.
isn't the issue. To simply prove it, that's the only option. That's what he'd do. Dumbass.
Yeah.
It's the way Phoenix Wright would do this.
To be fair, not all the time.
Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this crime. You'll do what?
That look in your eye. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered.
Look, it's my... it's his coping mechanism. Stop bothering me. I can only trust what he does in his shoes. That should come as no surprise. Because right now, I am Phoenix Wright, and I am indeed cornered.
Ta-da!
I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Damn. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder. This crystal sphere, it was half buried in the snow, correct? That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing when, then it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it. And that's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear. I'm so dehydrated.
All the mouth clicks. I'm so sorry to anyone listening.
Take a swig.
I have.
And taking a swig now doesn't do anything. Because once you swallow it, your mouth absorbs it. It takes up to 3 hours for your salivary glands to actually start producing enough.
Ah.
So I would have had to hydrate 3 hours before we started recording. What? Plus, doing his fucking voice, it's very similar to when I do the other judge, or Gant, or any of those motherfuckers, because every single fucking time we're 20 to 30 minutes in, and my voice just goes... It's like two fucking cogs just grinding against each other. When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly.
Snowing.
On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. She's very dead. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Ah! Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder.
Makes sense. Makes sense to me.
What?
It makes me me. I think that
I will take that as
makes sense
order.
to me. Order the court.
On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. My brain is all over the place now. And there, something occurred that caused the Stas crystal to come loose. My brain, I don't know what just happened, it just fell on the floor, and I'm like, huh? Hello. You're too warm.
What could that have been?
This sphere. There is blue down it, isn't there?
Allow me to raise the curtain. Raise the curtain. Raise a certain possibility. Destruction. I'm half asleep. You can't do anything. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge.
The murder.
Wow.
I have transferred my stupid to you.
Right?
The murder didn't.
It's not her voice. What's wrong with me?
The murder didn't take place in Hazakura Temple courtyard.
No!
Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness.
Then color me a fool. Just who's the fool, and which part of it... which part is so foolish, Miss Von Karma? All of it.
Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Maz Edgeworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in Hazakura Temple courtyard.
That's not exactly true now, is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body.
That's the same thing.
No, it's not.
You kind of said it.
You said it yourself. Very little blood is actually lost.
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of the blade insertion. If you want to talk about when the blood would oh my god, too many W's. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed.
If that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding.
You're forgetting one vital thing, Maz Edgeworth. Elise Donim's body was found in Hazakura Temple.
It's almost like bodies can be moved.
On foot it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried the body all the way?
No. They used the other mode of transportation.
Hada!
I've made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. I just need to prove that my version of events is also perfectly plausible.
Now, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Hazakura Temple.
On that snowy night, there is one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile. As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon. But it also could have been used to carry a body, which was still connected to the murder weapon.
Okay.
This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave.
What do you mean?
The only one who would the only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the only one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin?
You're too late, Francisco von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation.
What?
Where was the victim, Elise Donim, really killed? If her body was moved for whatever for. And finally, just what does this image mean?
Do you even need to think about that?
Hello?
Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it.
This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of human. Wow! He's dumb. He's still a person.
Woof!
However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. Very true. He drew this
So it is something that actually happened. He might draw something false to get her safe. I don't know. It's hard to tell with you.
Thanks, man. I don't know if you should consider anything a thank you after what we just said about you, bro.
Yeah.
That settles it then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. Right. It seems... I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It is just as I thought. Franziska von Karma, you make a wonderful partner.
Excuse me.
But I am taken. There was one reason, and one reason alone for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case, and then pass it on to Wright. Really? That's what this was all about? You could have just told me that from the very beginning. And I would have altered my statements.
Right?
Ouch! Maz Edgeworth, I don't care about what you were here for. This is my chance to finally grind you under my heel.
Whether it's true or not, yes, I know. A shame that your chance seems to have slipped by you.
What a shame, Pansy! This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness.
Yes.
You're an affront to all the legal system. Something.
Yes, it's everyone else's fault.
I demand satisfaction. I'm not even clicking anything. Oh, he's knocked right out.
Why not blame yourself for your fuck-ups? I cannot believe the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the questions it raises. Have his words here today been the truth or lies? An uninformed truth.
Yep.
Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. Were we fucking lied to? I am counting on a thorough investigation by both the defense and prosecution. And with this, the rest is up to you, right? Go sulk in a corner! Court is adjourned.
To be continued.
I have to draw anyway.
Yeah, it's probably a good place to call it, even though like we haven't streamed that long.
I have to make Patreon freaking backlogs. Because they're getting shallow.
Alright, we will call this here for now until next time where we'll do part 3 of episode 5, Investigations. So thank you everyone who's been watching this stream tonight. If you enjoyed it and you haven't done so already, you can always follow me on Twitch, so you know the next time I pop online. I do have a YouTube channel for which you see the previous VODs I've done in the past,
He's already going to bed.
including the previous VOD for this particular game, which we haven't done in a hot while, so if you want to see that, you can pop on over and check that out. And for people on YouTube will see this later on. If you want to see the videos live, you can always pop on over to the Twitch channel. Link is in the description of every one of my videos. If not, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel so the next time a new video pops up. Thank you everyone who's been watching the stream tonight. Till next time. Bye guys! Bye! Also, he has a Patreon. Go check it out. It's down below.
Help me pay for vet bills. My snake broke her face. No,
She...
almost broke her face.
She's a special snake.
She's a special girl.
Good night, everybody.